Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play series for Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I am S.A.N, and when we last left off... Oh boy, if you haven't seen last week's chapter, I recommend going back and watching that before you watch this one, because a lot happened. They dropped a lot on us all at once. I will now attempt to summarize that briefly. Alright, what happened? We were ambushed briefly, trying to investigate a cult in a place called Aer-Elai. It was an ambush by a whole bunch of Sorakks. Clearly a trap set up to get us and kill us off. We came back to Cataclysm to find it preparing for war with its neighbors because a whole bunch of their ambassadors, an entire branch of the council, was killed. As a peace offering and a way of trying to prevent war, the princess offered to have her kingdom's clerics resurrect everyone who died because of poisoning. Unfortunately, in short order, we investigated, proved out that everyone who died of the poisoning was self-inflicted. They were all Sorakks operatives and agents. This was an elaborate plan to try and weaken Cataclysm from within by having all their clerics expend many high-level spell slots to cast resurrection over and over and over again. Which we then had to kill all of the said resurrected Sorakks agents, meaning a whole bunch of diamonds went to waste, and then we ended up here in basically the main sepulcher area of the temple where the crown is kept. The Sorakks agents managed to make off with it through this main gate here. A group stayed behind to deal with us, only for the princess to arrive and reveal the fact that she is in fact a dragon. It seems everyone in this empire who is in any position of authority or nobility is a dragon in disguise. It makes me wonder who else is. And she stopped time for us to get a short rest, and here we are, right outside this gate, ready to proceed. I've prepared a whole bunch of preparatory spells. I also have my window open because it's a nice day. If there's any real noise issues, as usual, I'll just close it, but at the moment it seems fine. Alright, so I don't know how much is left of this game, because this really does seem like a point of a climax. This is only... So, we'll see how that goes. Without any further ado, let's see where this gate leads. No, and by the way, we couldn't leave. Apparently it's supposed to lead to where the rift is. Where, presumably, that dream sequence is where Zaya was having when she was first attuned to the crown.
Look at that. The heart of the Badlands. Almost the epicenter of the Cataclysm.
Aer-Elai.
Nothing left of the old empire. Alright, people. We're not here for the view. This wind, it's not natural. It's a mana wind. Can't use magic to get across. So, falling would be a bad idea then?
We've been through worse.
Yeah, they made that sound a lot worse than it actually was. Alright, what happens if we go here? What is it with this game involved? Oops!
What kind of creature lives in a place like this? You got it. Fire spiders.
We've dealt with them before. The fire elemental. Unfortunately, we were knocked prone by that little trap. Well, I guess this is how they're going to try and make this seem, like an actual threat. Alright. So we are 11th level now. We've caught up to us in our actual campaign, but I want to save some of my better higher level spell slots. But let's go with yes, Spirit Guardians. Give us some cover. And then Zaya needs to heal herself. Coming. Alrighty then. Well, these guys are weak to cold, but can't really afford to do cone of cold in this formation. Let's actually, yeah. This seems like a perfect situation to cast Fire Shield cold. Alright. Yeah, let's have Aoi save her spell slots. And use a wild shape. The wolf may not last much longer at this rate. Julie's got 3 attacks now, which is really nice.
Deal with it.
Ow. Yeah, the problem with this is that most of Zaya's spells are fire-based. There we go. Ah. Well, I guess a wizard stabbing with a dagger isn't really the best idea. Yeah, focus on the big threat, Julius. We'll take care of the little spiders. See, they're vulnerable to cold. They have to actually hit, of course. Alright, yeah, let's... Because Fire Shield is not concentration. Ow, okay, finally got it hidden. Alright. The odds of this hitting. Probably better than me hitting with a dagger, in all honesty. I love when you look at Julius's armor class of 23. When a 22 misses, you know you're doing quite well. Well, they say every party needs a tank, and he's certainly fulfilling that. Alright, let's use your second wind. Get some health back here. You'd think they would avoid attacking Isaiah. Alright. There we go. 30 damage from a cantrip. That's what I like to see. Could you imagine playing through this game as a fire wizard? Oh! Wait, there's stuff back there.
Over there. Sorakks. We don't need to hide here. They're not paying attention to us. What are they doing? Dropping gigantic bones into lava? Why?
Nothing good, I'm sure of it.
Those are dragon bones.
How many dragons died here? Remember what the princess said. This place is deadly to them.
There's no other way. We need to get up there.
Without being shot at, preferably.
Always a good start. Oh yeah, Julius can just zip up there. Yeah, I'm just gonna trust the auto guide to know to know what it's doing. The best part of playing a CRPG is the fact that sometimes the computer will just guide your troops to where they need to go. You guys must be deaf not to hear us.
It seems effortless.
Can we take a short rest? We should never be allowed to do that. I just want to point that out now. Should be a roll till healed option. That's fine. Alright, hurricane recovery. Yeah, but I can't regain anymore, so. We've lost our past without a trace, have we? I think so. Okay. That was close. No, I don't want to go there. I don't want you up on top of the rock formation. Alright. Can I throw a fireball that far? Position is not perceived. Alright. Alright. Let's risk this. Pause. Fireball should be able to... What? No, I want to cast Fireball. Why am I not... Okay, there we go. That was something odd going on. You know what? Yeah. Let's get a surprise round in here. Let's get you three in a fireball. $19! That was a pathetic fireball. That's fine. Stealth isn't going to be an option here. They're all surprised this round. Let's get to high ground. How about you get to high ground too? Oh, that's right. I technically got rid of Ice Storm because I wasn't doing that good damage. I may regret that. Cannot see this. Alright. Go up one. Now you should be able to see them all. Alright. Good. That's one down already. Your best area effect spell really is this. I guess 2 is the best we're gonna get. Oh, that's good. That's good. Killed another one. Julius. Alright, I decided to give Julius the +2 javelin to try out because he was running low on arrows. Yeah. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's a javelin. You throw it, it doesn't come back. It's not a boomerang. But it does a lot more damage than the crossbow. And Julius isn't really built for range combat anyway, so I thought it would be fine to give him that. I mostly just wanted to try it out. I can always swap back if I need to. Alright. High level magic missile on the last survivor. Oh, this is one of those assassins. We wanted to try and take this guy out quickly. Before he does that. Not there, huh? Hang on, I should be able to see him coming. That doesn't matter, really. Alright.
More dragon bones?
That's really what they were doing. Cleaning up the place. They were destroying the bones.
How do you know? The bones are a threat to them.
I don't follow.
These are the remains of the masters of the Arcaneum.
Dragons? All of them?
The Master of Abjuration was no exception. They were all dragons. Even the Magister. And his bones are among those.
I thought I felt something, but definitely. We need to search the bones.
Yeah, okay. That's not going to be too difficult. But first, let's go get the, stuff back. Why are we getting healing remedies at this point? Alright. Where's the javelin? We need that back. I've not been using poison very much this game at all, mostly because poison isn't very good. There we go. Alright, so we need to search these bones, do we? Just bones. A dragon tooth.
Here. A tooth. It calls to me. I did.
We need to get the back first, though.
Touch the crown.
The tooth. Just one little tooth.
That's why the Sorakks want to destroy the bones. What will happen if we succeed? Let me touch my crown. There's only one way to find out.
Is there anything else, or... Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Well, we're getting better at taking on these Sorakks. Alright, so we need to get the crown back. We have a tooth now. Apparently we all have to be in this, yes. Oh, good grief. What is this? Now, where are we?
This place never ends.
This is the way. I can hear the crown. Yes. We must go on.
Wait, since when can I hear the crown? Oh, who cares? Oh, for crying out loud. First lava, now whatever this is. Oh. I assume this is necrotic stuff, and we're going to be fighting undead now? Why do I honestly feel this is probably going to... Yeah, well, these games love doing finales as gauntlets. Alright. That's a lot of wraiths. Hi. Oh, okay, we can't see any of these yet. I don't think we're getting a surprise round this time. Nope. Alright, 3. It's not as bad as it looked initially. Oh, so many things like that she could summon. I feel like we should. This is not going to be good. Fairy fire. They're all too spread out for. They don't go invisible anyway. All right. Yeah, let's conjure the strongest beast we can, which is this tiger drake thing. But it's not usually that good. It only has 39 hit points, and they're going to be resistant to all the damage it can deal. Alright. Yes. Create an aura that's hostile to undead. And, well, basically anything else, but especially undead. Critical hit! 29 to hit. And then a critical miss. Oh, that's right. I think the field also gives them disadvantage to attack us, because it's considered bright light. That's good. Alright. Now, let's cast that 4th level magic missile. It'd be nice if that actually did kill someone once in a while. Yes, yeah, they're immune to like the bite even. All right. Good. Okay, that one's dead. Alright, let's try and conserve some spell slots here. Second attack. Third attack. That one should probably be dead now. Yeah, alright, let's not waste too many spell slots. It might... Oh, I am still in melee. Alright, fine. Attack with the dagger. Hey, I actually hit! Yeah, but they're resistant to cold damage. Well, we just had a bunch of enemies that were vulnerable to it, so it's kind of fair. Yeah, the Wraith's immune to poison. Alright, well, that worked. Wraiths aren't really much of a threat at this point. Not at all. Collapse this tree. Well, I'm sure they'll be throwing something else at us at some point. Wait, what? Are we supposed to somehow knock this down? Oh, wait. I think this is that blue updraft that we've encountered in that library. Where are we going? Yeah, this is that gravity magic, right? That we encountered last time? Yes, it is. Well, I'm glad I found out that was interactable, because I probably wouldn't be able to figure that. I probably wouldn't have noticed that among all of this sickly green miasma stuff that seems to be everywhere. Alright, we also need to... Alright, and then we go into the next area. Alright, I'm sensing a pattern here. Lots of different, like, arenas almost, in which we're going to be fighting some monsters. Like I said, these types of games really like gauntlets when you get to the end game, which I'm pretty sure we're fairly close to at the very least. There was no way of going back. Oh! Apparently we missed one. Keep this field up. Let's go for a guiding bolt. Alright, let's get into Spirit Guardian field. Well, it was a critical hit, and they're resistant, but it still was 16 points of cold damage. Hey, I thought it was supposed to be Hurl Flame. I guess it's whichever enters. That's annoying, because it could be the one that it's immune to. Julius, where are you swinging? There we go. Don't ask me why wraiths drop magnesium, but they do apparently. Actually, wait, before we go too far, I took a bit of a damage. Yeah. There we go. I should probably swap those out for something more useful. Yeah, let's swap those out for the... Admittedly, I haven't really been using these potions very much. Oh, we should probably give Aoi some... There we go. We should probably move up in the world, even though I know we've been hanging on to those basic healing potions for a long time in this game. It's what happens when you have 2 healers in the party. Yeah, unsurprisingly, Julius is going to be able to move ahead of us, like, with no effort. He can spider climb, and he has the highest athletic score of all of us. Alright. No more wraiths by looks of it. Okay, from red to green to blue now. So I'm going to be cold? Or, oh.
Walking into some gigantic trap. The Sorakks are doing all they can to stop us.
Come on, don't falter now.
Or, looks like air elementals.
You've trained well.
Four. Okay. Getting tougher now. Ow.
Deal with it.
Should I summon an elemental of our own to handle... yeah, I think this is actually a good idea. No, I want to save that for a bit later. But let's... Alright, so that's ours. Another crit! I'm so glad I chose champion as his subclass. Twice the number of crits. 2 crits in a single turn. Alright, Zaya, I don't really want to make you a bit of a one-trick pony here, but this is really the best spell at the moment. We're constantly being surrounded by stuff. Nice breeze. You might be able to hear it in the distance. Fortunately, it's not reaching inside. This breeze, on the other hand, is. That was a bad joke. Well, if they get once they get closer, I can probably aim a cone of cold that way. Problem is, I'm in a pretty poor section of the initiative here. Yeah, let's just... yeah. 5th level magic missile. See if we can finish this one off. I sometimes overestimate the damage that spell does. Oh, this would be so good. Okay, that ruined it now. Sure, why not? They're not gonna cast any spells. Oh, but I may get attacked. Still might be able to get 2. Yep.
Walk it off.
that one's dead. Alright, oh, do we want to get you into melee? Not really. Unfortunately, we don't have much else. Alright. Let's go for a healing word.
You are a valued comrade.
Let's go this way, mostly because there's two elementals coming from the other direction. Yeah, we can focus on the lead ones. Yeah, we should be able to finish these ones off before the other two get here. Okay, that one did nothing. That's weird. Ready for us to finish this one off. Yep, that was what that was. Alright, it's dead anyway. No, I'm not falling for that trick again. Something this elemental was a good idea. I can't be entirely sure, but I think they're attacking it. Alright, everyone's pretty healthy at this point. Yeah, they're not resistant to the damage from that staff. Alright, no cone of cold, I don't think, this time, but this strategy is working very well. Yeah, no need to use action surge just yet. Alright, your mace doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, that's right, I dropped inflict wounds for harm. That's fine. Never mind. Let's just swing with the mace.
You can't win.
Not sure what that one's doing. Try this again. That's twice the mace. This isn't a disadvantage. Alright. That one's actually managing to hit. Does this thing not see us or something? Cannot see it. Alright. Actually, let's go for a basic guiding bolt. Yep. This should wake it up.
Bend the knee or perish.
What is it doing? Alright. Clearly, it's got some sort of pre-programmed patrol pattern that we are not entering. Round 5. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. we can all move ahead now. And keep the spirit guardians. Oh, Julius is outside. That should be fine. This fight's almost over. Everything else is fine. Let the elementals duke it out a little bit. I'm not entirely sure why that happened then, but it did. "26 off of a Ray of Frost." I would like to say that spell is performing beautifully today, but it's actually performing at about 50%. It's either hitting or and hitting critical hits or not at all. Yeah, unfortunately, it's immune to poison. Right to the edge, and why do they have acid? I assume this is... I'm guessing they're just giving us random materials at this point. Alright. Let's proceed. I don't see any other way to go. Oh yeah, there is a sorry. The exit field aura from this angle looks there's a glare. It's hard to see. All right. Alright, now we're in some place that kind of reminds me of Escher's works. Alright. Alright, so we've had fire. We've had undeath, I suppose. We've had air. This could be earth. I guess water might be next. Well, at least we have some stuff now. I have so many things. It's a good thing I have that bag of holding. Identify this potion. Looks like another potion of giant strength. Fire giant strength. Alright. I will give that to Julius, and I might remember to have him use it. Alright, so I have the Dragon's Truth. I have to remember that. It's probably going to come in... It's probably going to come up at some point. Alright, this place looks a lot nicer than the past 3 places we've been to. So I trust it less. Yeah, this is another one of those places with weird gravity. Fortunately, we have someone who can just defy gravity. Alright, what are we going to have here? My money's on earth elemental so far, some sort of nature creature. This camera was not designed to handle these juxtaposition of physics. I don't think so. At least, okay. What's the point of moving these rocks around? Can't go this way. Yeah, despite how confusing this looks, thus far, this has been a straight line, basically. Well, they're catching up. Julius, just take care of this, will you? There's a lot of these, and I don't see what the point is so far. Okay. They're giving us lots of healing potions and scrolls of Revivify. And near as I can tell, there's nothing else here. Do you think there's maybe a boss fight coming up? Now we have a scroll of mass healing word. Alright, before we go through that door, I'm going to want to organize all the stuff we just got and hand it out to the proper characters. No path to destination. Yeah, I mean, we've made it... Look. We've come considerably far in this little section of this dungeon without being attacked once. And they're handing out tons of, admittedly, some random stuff too. But mostly healing potions. And healing scrolls. Mask, yeah. Apparently we're calling this place a palace. Yeah, I want to avoid that door. Well, they haven't given us a long rest spot, but that's basically all they haven't given us. Alright. Let's see. Let's give that... we give that one to Zaya. Three... Let's make sure both healers have a few more healing potions. Alright, Julius. Well, you technically have plenty. You also have the most hit points. Alright, I think that's fair. Save, because we haven't saved in a little while. See what's through here. This is, man, now we're starting to look a little familiar. I hope we don't immediately go into like a big boss. Okay. Yeah, well, I saw that coming. Cautious. Yeah, so we used that. Alright, I'm not gonna summon the wolf. It dies way too easily. But let's cast another Pass Without a Trace. Alright, we haven't... I haven't been at this too long yet. At least not in-game here. We are coming up on the hour mark soon, so I'm hoping... that's weird. No path to destination. Like I said, I see things until we get back. I'm hoping we don't immediately go into like a big boss fight, which we didn't. Because I would like to save that for its own chapter. Because we're nearing the end of this, as you can see here. Okay, that looks ominous up ahead. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Let's head that way. Alright, fine. Let me rephrase that. Julius, you head over that way and make sure we can get back. This game's already pulled the whole we need to run away really quickly once on us. I will not put it past it doing it again. Alright, this game has been rather generous with long rest points up until now. What in the world? Alright. Let's proceed. This looks like a big, massive open area. If there was going to be a fight anywhere, it would be here. Let's be honest. The Rift. I have no idea what knocking down these ladders does, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright. Is this it? Is the main question I'm asking myself now. Alright. I don't want to cut like 5 minutes too, especially if I don't know if this is it or not, so I'm going to keep going. But if it is the start, like the finale, I'll save that for next time. Basically save before we get in, after we roll initiative or something.
This is it. The rift.
It's always a good start.
The crown! They're doing it. The damn ritual. This is it, friends. This is when we make history or die. A route lights our way. For all my ancestors, I shall not fail.
If we were destined to fail, we would have perished already.
All right, then. We're not exactly going into this at full. But that sounded pretty, you know, this is it, as I said. Well, it won't be it today because I don't know how long this fight is going to take, admittedly, but there's Sorakks, Shar, or however you pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce this. Assassin, 3 abominations, a bunch of dead things. 1 acolyte, 1 Shikath, which I think are their paladins, possibly. And whatever that is, but he's got this little banner, which makes this is the boss. These are his underlings. That's what that tells me. Okay. Well, as annoying as it probably is for me to do this, we're almost at the hour mark. And it's my video. So this seems like a good place to stop. This... Oh. Did that unpause on its own? Or did it unpause when I saved? I may have actually hit the spacebar. Anyway. This is going to be a tough fight. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, I think I miscounted. Yeah, 8. There's 8 of them. 3 of the T-Rex abomination things. And 2 assassins, a magic user, a paladin, and whatever he is. That's going to be a bit much for us to handle, and if this is indeed the finale of the game, video games love throwing second phases to boss fights. Now, that portal might bring others in. I don't know how this is going to go. So, yeah, we'll pick that up next time. Because that's a lot. I don't know what else there's going to be. But it deserves its own video, is the other reason. That's, I hope that's enough justification. Because I have nothing left to say. In the meantime, thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe. And please join me here again next time in what is shaping up to be the finale of Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I hope you all join me here for that, and I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye, everyone.